Yo, what is up, my chosen ones, light workers, star seeds? What is going on? This message is going to be posted to both of my YouTube channels that I'm currently. Oh my God, I just choked on a piece of candy. This video is going to be posted on both of my YouTube channels that I'm currently working on right now. So welcome to the Infinite Limits gang. Welcome. Those who are subscribed to Phoenix Rising Reborn, aka the Cosmic Warrior, aka God's favorite baby. We're back. This is going to be just a quick message. The title of this message is "No One's Coming to Save You." Okay, I am a huge advocate of. I encourage people to look and find, a higher power, look for a higher reason for one's life, for one's being. And I'm a huge advocate of that. I encourage people to seek a higher power and to find, higher reasoning for being, and to look inward for that. And one of the biggest lessons that I've learned on this journey so far is that for a while there, I was looking for something or someone or something outside of myself to save me, to come down and for God's almighty hand to come and reach down out of the sky and literally pull me out of my mess. And there has been many different occasions in my life where I have called out to God, the divine source, in some of the worst times in my life, the darkest times in my life, and and somehow I was able to get out of it. But I think that I wouldn't have been able to get out of it if I wasn't willing to put in the work, if I wasn't willing to take action on myself, if I wasn't willing to take the action necessary to get out, then I wouldn't have gotten out. And and I do think that there is something higher at work when it comes to things like that. But I think most importantly, it's found within. It's understanding that sometimes you have to be the God in your own life. Sometimes you have to embody God. And that's what this message is about. It's about no one's coming to save you. You have to learn to save yourself. And that's something that many people are not going to agree with on me on that. And it's fine. You don't have to agree with that. I know a lot of people who are in the church, people who believe in Jesus, love Jesus. They believe Jesus has saved them, and good for you. That's fine. I'm all good and well with that. And but I feel like if I had stayed in the church where I was at, and I had just continued to wait for God to bless me, I wouldn't have ever gotten any blessings, because I would have just been constantly sitting there waiting for God to bless me, instead of going out and making it happen for myself, instead of going out and putting the action in that was necessary on myself, working on myself, going out, taking the action that was necessary. I just found a feather. I'm picking that shit up. Check this out. Look at that shit. That's huge, dog. Oh, I dropped my drink. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I had to pick that up. I'm crazy, guys. But yeah. So, getting back to the message. I know I'm a weirdo, guys. Please bear with me. Okay, so getting back to the message is like, I wouldn't have ever gotten anything that I wanted out of life if I wasn't willing to take action to do it. And I think there's a happy medium with that. I do believe that there is like I said, there's something higher at play in our lives. And you can call that whatever you would like. You could call it God, Spirit, Source, the divine, your angels, your ancestors, whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, no one's coming to save you. And when it comes to like Jesus and stuff and the belief of Jesus, I feel that, I feel Jesus came to teach us how to be our own gods. He actually said to the people, there was this part in the Bible where they were trying to stone Jesus. They said he had a demon in him and all this stuff. They're like, you have a demon because you're trying to claim that you are God. And Jesus, this is in the book of John, and Jesus told them, he said, doesn't it say in your own law, doesn't it say in your own scriptures that you are gods? And the people they just continuously said that it was blasphemy, and they continually tried to stone him. There was times where they tried to kill him and he would just disappear magically. Jesus was he was operating at a higher frequency, a higher consciousness. He was somebody that came to teach us to embody the Christ consciousness. And I think that the story has been misconstrued over the years. I do believe that Bible is a man-made book, made by man to control man. Do I think that there's truth in it? Do I think that there's a lot of good stuff in there that can really help somebody on their spiritual journey? Yes. I think that they're very ancient scriptures. I think that there's a lot of things in that book that can help you on your own path to enlightenment. I think there's a lot of good stories in there. But at the end of the day, if you let a book control your whole life, you know what I mean? You're never going to become your true, authentic self. You're always just going to be listening to somebody else and what they think your life should be. And I'm not dissing anybody who does that. But I really think, and if you are one of those people, I would just suggest to just you can take other people's advice all day. I mean, you can take other people's advice. Do you have to do it? No. But I think that there is something that's very beneficial to keeping an open mind and hearing people out when they have advice for you, or they have a suggestion or something that they want you to do. Hear somebody out. Do you have to do it? No. Can you try it out? You could try out what they say, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it does, it does, and go with it. It's crazy, guys, but I really do believe that each and every one of us has the power within us to transform our lives and to become better and to become more. And I think if we stay on this concept of somebody else, some sky daddy up in the sky is going to come down and save our whole life, we're never going to work on ourselves. We're never going to become our best selves. We're never going to do the things we need to do, because we're always constantly just not doing it, not putting in the work. I think a lot of people who study the Bible and stuff like that, or they're, Christian or whatever, and I'm not dissing Christians at all. Like I said, I used to be in the church myself. I used to do that stuff, and I'm not dissing people like that at all, but a lot of them don't even know their own scriptures. They don't even know the book from which they don't even know the book from which they claim that is going to save their soul and save their life. And I think that if you think that something is, and this is words from Billy Carson, I think he's on the Gaia Network, and he has a book. He has a book out by it's something on the Emerald tablets, stuff like that. Billy Carson, look him up. He's pretty cool. But he said, like, if you're gonna put your faith in something that you claim is gonna save your soul, you think that people would spend more time reading it and studying it, because I took the time to read and study the Bible and get the most out of it that I could, because I felt like, for a long time there, I would look at it and I would say, I already know what's in the Bible, but I never touched one a day in my life. So therefore, it showed that I was closed-minded to the idea of even opening a Bible up and reading it, because I thought that it was nonsense and whatever. And that may be true, but there is a lot of stuff in it that I learned from, and that helped me a lot. The stories of Jesus and when he walked the earth and when he was here and he was present with us, those stories helped me out a lot. I definitely look to Jesus Christ, which his real name is Yeshua HaMashiach, is his real name. Jesus is actually Actually, I think Jesus actually is short for Zeus. I think the god, one of the god Zeus. If I'm not, I could be mistaken. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, guys. There's a lot of people out there who will try to condemn you. They will try to throw scripture at you. They'll try to tell you that you're wrong, that they're right. You need to follow them. They'll try to save you. These Jesus cults, man, and they'll try to convince you that you need saving and that you are on the wrong path and that you're being taken over by demons or something. But I think the lesson in it all is that at the end of the day, you have to learn to walk your own path and to become your true authentic self. Go on a path to becoming your true authentic self, and learning to do things on your own, not just taking somebody's word for it. You can't just sit there and blindly follow somebody. You know what I mean? And I encourage everybody, and I'm not asking anybody to blindly listen to what I'm saying and to follow what I say. I encourage people to do their own research, to live their own path, to experience things, to go out and live life and experience it for yourself. The only reason I have the experience that I have is because I went out and I lived it. And I was able to get experience through just going through dark moments in my life and getting through those dark times. You know what I mean? There's people out here who they live from experience. Then there's people that read from a book, and you can't try to teach somebody something you don't know. You can't try to teach somebody something you've never experienced before, because you've never experienced it. But if you've experienced something and you went through a dark time in your life, you contemplated suicide, maybe you're into drugs, maybe you were selling your body, whatever, and you got on the other side of that alive and happy and free, then you can teach the next person how to do it. Because if you did it, then somebody else can do it, and so on and so forth, and you can continue to do that. So I think that's I think that's a beautiful thing, guys. It's a beautiful thing that, you can go through something dark in your life and it's not for nothing. You can help other people get through it. And I think that's the whole bright side to my life, is that I've been able to help other people through their own situations, through the dark moments I've been in my life. And I faced a lot of loneliness. I felt like that I was isolated for a long time, and I don't blame anybody for that. I feel like it actually played to my advantage, being isolated. It really taught me a lot. I was able to spend a lot of time with my higher power, that which I call God, Source, the divine, and I learned a lot. God taught me a lot during those moments when I was the most alone, and I learned that not everybody who's in your life is actually for you. And I learned who was for me and who was not. You know what I mean? And that's one of the greatest lessons you can learn, is who is for you and who is not. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people out here that they just want to use you for something. They see that you have a gift, you have a talent, you have something to offer the world, and they want to take advantage of that. Or they see that you have money and they only want to be in your life because you have money. Or whatever. It could be anything. Maybe you have a girlfriend or a wife and somebody wants to be your friend, but really the whole time they're trying to snake you for your wife or your girlfriend. So and I'm sure many of you have been through situations like that as well, where cheating, infidelity, things like this. That's one of the most painful things to endure in one's life, is knowing that somebody that you love no longer loves you, or somebody that you love is loving on somebody else. And if you have gone through that and you've made it through the other side, I implore you, give yourself a pat on the back, give yourself congratulations, and help those out there who have been through the same thing and they're struggling to get through it. They're struggling. People sometimes they decide to turn to drugs and alcohol to numb the pain, to cope with life after a major heartbreak in their life, and it brings them down a very dark road. And that person may have been meant to do something great with their life, you know, and instead they were brought down this dark road, this dark path, because somebody broke their heart, because something didn't go right. And we can't just completely abandon our lives every time something doesn't go right for us, because things are not going to work out all the time. Life is not fair all the time. Life is not fair all the time, and that's a harsh pill to swallow, but it's something that we have to accept in our lives, that things are not going to be fair all the time. Things are not always going to work out for us. We're not always going to get what we want, you know what I mean? But what I find is you don't always get what you want. No, 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 you don't always get what you want. But you guys so tired, just try to find you get what you need. So, you know what I mean? You don't always get what you want, but I find following this path and being, walking in the light, being somebody who considers themselves to be a light worker, or somebody who considers themselves to be a healer, walking on this path, I don't always get what I want, but I get what I need. But I know that if I put the work in and I put the effort in, that I can achieve anything that I want in my life. And it's just a relentless willingness to continue moving forward. It's a relentless willingness to not listen to what other people say or think, or try to put you in this box. It's about knowing who you are and what you're capable of. Don't ever let somebody tell you what you can or can't do. You know what I mean? Because that's one of the biggest things I feel like deters a lot of people from pursuing their passions, pursuing their life purpose, pursuing their life mission, is things that other people say or think, that are they try to say that you're not capable of doing something. Well, you know what I would say to that? I would say prove them wrong, okay? Because there's the whole reason I started these channels, and I've been, speaking out, I've been speaking my truth, I've been really working relentlessly towards building this foundation and this legacy for myself. Is a lot of people look down at me, and a lot of people try to make a joke out of me, and they try to laugh at me and say that I would be nothing. And you know what I said? I said, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna prove every single word you said about me wrong. And so that's what I'm doing in my life. I am relentlessly going after what I want in my life, no matter what anyone else says, thinks, or does about it. I dyed my hair today. It was red, and now I'm doing the pink. So it's a nice little shot there. It looks good, with the pink shirt. I was gonna put on the pink glasses, but I left them at home. And I got like 5 minutes away from my house, and I was like, fuck it, I'm not going back for them. But yeah, guys, it's just a relentless willingness to go after what you want in your life, no matter what anyone says, thinks, or does about it. And people are going to doubt you. People are going to look down at you. They're going to laugh at you for trying to go after what you want in your life. They're going to say you're stupid. They're going to probably call you a clown. They're probably going to say all sorts of shit about you. But you know what? The important thing is that you know inside yourself who you are and what you're meant to do, and only you and your higher power, your higher self, divine source knows what is for you and what you're meant to do. So continue listening to that divine voice inside you. Continue listening to the Holy Spirit. Continue listening to that thing that continues to push you consistently every day towards your highest and greatest good. And just shut out the noise of the haters. Don't listen to what other people are saying about you. It doesn't matter. The only reason they say what they say about you anyway is because they're jealous, because they can't go after their passions and their dreams and their life. And I'm not saying that they can't, I'm just saying they won't. And so they want to try to bash you and make fun of you and make an example out of you, because you're going after your dreams in your life. You're going after your goals, and you're creating a vision for yourself. So don't ever let somebody talk you down from going after what is yours in your life. I truly believe that there is something out there for everybody, and everybody is meant for something. It's all a matter if you believe in yourself or not. So continue to believe in yourself, continue to have faith. I'm going to end the message here. Shout out to my Infinite Limit gang, and yeah, shout out to the Phoenix Rising Reborn channel, aka the Cosmic Warrior, aka God's favorite baby. And we're out here, we're chilling. I'm on this bike trail on my way to work, and so I hope you enjoyed the message. And all the information about these channels is found down in the description box below. For my Infinite Limits gang, I'll plug my other channel in the description box below, so you can check that out. Give this video a like so this message gets out to whoever needs to get it. That would be very much appreciated. I feel like this message is for somebody out there for today. So please share this message, like this message, comment if you have something that you'd like to say or you'd like to add. I love reading your comments. And yeah, hit that notification bell, smash that subscribe button, support your man, support your boys. You know, I work really hard on these videos and these messages, and I put a lot of thought and care into them. So if you could support this channel, or these channels, better said, that would be really much greatly appreciated. So I love each and every one of you guys. I'm out. Deuces.